Okay, so we're here at Shoprite here. See, there's a sign for Shop-Rite right there. New Hyde Park. One place that is pretty happening in New Hyde Park, actually. I'll just do a little walk here in New Hyde Park and I'll just talk to you. Actually, I made a whole video of me voicing over stuff, but you know what? I think I'm going to make a two-part video instead, talking about, you know, the situation going on here. And why the middle of the island needs to matter. All right. Because this is like important part of Long Island here. All right. I don't care what these people on the South Shore think. They think the world revolves around them and that they're the only ones that matter. But this is a very important part of Long Island. And we'll do this walk to the bus stop back. Have a half an hour, so should be all right. And see you playing in the park there. Look, I don't want to make it seem like New Hyde Park is all bad. It's the same thing with Mineola. We have problems, and we're getting neglected. But that's why we got to speak up. You know? It's a lot warmer here than the South Shore. I was on the South Shore, but the problem with the South Shore is I don't have Shop-Rite down there. And I really like Shop-Rite. The North Shore in the middle of the island tends to have better supermarkets than the South Shore. I guess because people on the South Shore just eat out all the time and they don't eat anything at home, I guess. That's the only thing I can think of. But, oh, you can see here people playing tennis. You can see here people playing tennis. Of course, the camera is having problems focusing once again. I don't know what it is with Canon cameras and bright lights, but you have a good amount of people there playing tennis. You can see there. So, that's good. Yeah, I have to speak up for the middle of the island once again. I have to, even though I said, I can't even, my instinct is to speak up about the middle of the island. My instinct is not to accept these problems being dumped here. That's my instinct. It's just, I look at the people here and I'm like, we deserve better. You know, we don't deserve to have criminals dumped in our community. We don't deserve to be neglected. We deserve to matter just like everybody else. Especially because there's still a lot here that, I mean, the South Shore doesn't have Shop-Rite. Here's Shop-Rite, right there's the sign for it. If this camera would actually show you, look at it. There's the sign for it. There you go. So, this area needs to matter, all right? Got to stop dumping the problems here. We're right next to Glen Oaks, which is having a lot of problems. It's very unfair, because Glen Oaks is like an upper middle class area. It was an upper middle class area. And just because it's diverse, this is really the key as to what's happening. It's not purely about income, it's about your race. And the areas that have these certain kinds of white people just seem to get taken care of. Whereas areas that are more diverse get neglected. You know, this is the area where we ran into that homeless person. You remember? I haven't seen him. I don't know what happened to him. So I'll just show you the walk between Shop-Rite and the bus stop. If people have cars, they don't have to deal with this, but again, it's worth it because Shop-Rite has just got the best selection with the best prices. And I'm willing to go a little out of my way to go to Shop-Rite, you know. At least I live in Mineola, so I don't have to go all the way back to the South Shore. You can see it's dead here, though. There's no one here. This is the problem. Once I get away from that shopping center, it's just no traffic. You can see, no traffic. Barely anyone, barely a soul here. That's the problem. That's not fair. This is Union Turnpike I'm crossing over right now. You know? Again, why does everybody have to be on the South Shore? That's just because it's white people there? Really? Just because it's lily white? That's why I say the word lily white, by the way. That's why I say that word, because it describes these areas. It describes these areas on the South Shore that have mostly white people. They're preppy. The big Trump supporters. A lot of corporate people down there. Wall Street. You know, and you know, here you actually have people with money here too, by the way, but they're not finance professionals. They're more like doctors and scientists, you know, more educated people. And of course it's more diverse, so you have a lot of Indians over here. You know, so that's why it's getting discriminated against. It's not fair. A lot of these Indians actually have a lot of money. A lot of them are very rich, actually. But just because of their race, they get neglected. We get time. 25 minutes for the bus is supposed to come. At least it's well lit over here, I guess. Can't say the same for Mineola. I just don't know why these areas can't have the trendy restaurants, you know? Here you go, Ball Tires. See, what's going on is you get a lot of real estate people that flip these houses and then rent them out as slum houses. And put criminals in there and sex offenders and whatnot. Again, it's all about steering. That's why I hate real estate people, because they're the ones that are doing this. They're the ones that are making sure the money, the certain amount of money that they want. All these finance professionals moving out of the city are going to the South Shore. They're going to other areas with their own kind. And everybody else, even if you have money to some extent, if you're not, everybody's being segregated. This is all being done by design. You know, the real estate people, they are segregating Long Island. They are balkanizing it, making sure the suburban quality of life that people think of when they think of Long Island is only for a certain demographic, mainly on the South Shore, while other areas of the island have problems dumped in there. And again, it's all done on purpose. You know, it's all done on purpose. You can see there's a lot of uneven sidewalk here. You got to be careful where you walk. It's not nice and smooth like the South Shore. Again, because it's not all a certain white, preppy little demographic, and it's, again, if you talk about it, boo, you are going to get bullied, harassed, and intimidated. And that's why nobody talks about it. This is how they've gotten their way time and time again. See what I mean? Look at this house here. Looks like they might be demolishing it. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. Let's see. Notice that none of the homes here are getting like fixed up, or they're all old. Well, this one might be getting knocked down though. So, but looks like they're going to do something with this house. A lot of these houses used to be doctors' offices. You know, they'd have the office in the back, and then they'd probably live upstairs or something. And when the doctors retired, so most of these houses aren't getting fixed up at all. You know? And that tells you something. And again, the real estate people are doing this on purpose. The real estate people are there to protect a certain demographic. They want to make sure only a certain demographic gets a good quality of life, gets taken care of. While everybody else, particularly people of color, doesn't matter whether you're Indian or Asian or black or Hispanic, real estate people will discriminate against you. Everybody's talking about the police, but nobody talks about real estate, because the real estate people are a million times worse than the police when it comes to being racist. All right? Just want to show you, I'm going to go for this walk along this road. Definitely feel the humidity coming back. You also get the old plane noise, JFK arrivals. That's because the wind is from the southwest. You see a lot of these homes, doesn't even look like anyone lives in them. They're all dark. Again, they're all turned into rentals. And probably illegal rentals. Like I said, they turn them into illegal rentals. They put illegals in there. Sex offenders, criminals. You're not going to get law-abiding people, because generally law-abiding people don't rent illegal apartments. I mean, some do, but especially if it's a overcrowded house. Again, this used to be a real kind of upper-class area back in the day. Not even back in the day, like 5 years ago even. But because that's what happens on Long Island. When an area becomes too diverse, it starts getting discriminated against. And the people with the money that finance professionals and stuff, they're steered only to their certain areas. I mean, unfortunately, you need some of that Wall Street money in an area to, I guess in 3 seconds they got the money, Look at this. This house definitely looks abandoned, too. It is feeling that humidity tonight. One thing I noticed, too, that's not good. I don't know if you can see that, but there's bars in a lot of the doors. I'll show you. They have bars on the doors. That's never a good thing. When you see a door like that, when you see a door like that, I had to throw the picture in because this camera couldn't show you. A lot of these houses, they have bars on the doors. That's never good. That's a sign that the neighborhood is going down. Because in suburbia, generally, you don't have bars on the front of your door like that. All right? That's something you see in, like, New York City, not here. You're not supposed to see that here. All right? But again, this was suburbia, but they're trying to turn it into an extension of Queens. And again, it's the real estate people. They're all behind this. They're all in on this whole thing. It's not fair what's happening. I know I don't want to have to live on the... Look, the snobs down there, you see the kind of attitude I get online toward me. Do you think I want to be around people like that? No, I don't. And honestly, I've been on the South Shore 5 days in a row now, and it feels like something is missing. And that is the diversity. There is no diversity down there. It's all white people. See, again with the bars. This is not a good thing when you see this. See, look at that door there. See, there's bars on the door. That's not a good thing. When you see that, that means either one of two things. You have illegal activities going on in the home, or the neighborhood is bad. Drug dealers and stuff. It's just that you get a different vibe here compared to the South Shore. It feels like you're in Queens. And it's not fair. Just because it's not lily white, it's got to be turned into Queens? Really? That's ridiculous. Why should that be? Another house with the bars on the door. So there you go. This is what's happening to the middle of the island. You don't see that on the South Shore. Just because it's not lily white. This is, I mean, once an area becomes not white enough, and then all of a sudden, let's have all the problems dumped there. That's why the middle of the island is getting the brunt of this, because the middle of the island is some of the most diverse communities on Long Island. I will say, to the credit of New York State, they did repave this road very nicely. This is Hillside Avenue now, we're up to. And they did repave it very nicely. Now there's somebody hanging out at that bus stop. The bus just came, so he's not getting on the bus. Probably a homeless guy. All right, I'm not gonna film him, but take my word for it. There's somebody sitting in that bus stop. You can get on the bus. The bus just came, so obviously he's just hanging around. You can see it's just not it's not that much traffic over here. It's like everybody just wants to go on the South Shore. That's where the action is. Nobody really wants to be in the middle of the island, or I mean, some parts of the North Shore, like Port Washington and Huntington, have some life. But here, get it. And again, why can't we have nice restaurants here? Why can't we have downtowns where people are out and having a good time? Why does it have to be only for them on the South Shore? And only for, communities in Garden City, too, is no exception. They were doing very well. That's why Garden City is a mostly white area. Again, same thing. Why are these things only for mostly white areas? What's up with that? That's not fair. That's racist. And the beat-up car over there. Show you this shopping center. This shopping center doesn't look very nice. 22 bus. I don't know. I mean, a bus just came. There's people just hanging out there. I don't get it. But see, all these places closed. It's dead. Look. There's nobody. It's just deserted on a Saturday night. Everybody's on the South Shore. This place went out too. The place has been vacant for a while. You got a number of empties here. So there you go. Yeah, it's definitely somebody suspicious hanging out across the way. I'm not going to show them. Again, this is all part of what's going on. Now, in another video, I'll probably use that voiceover I made, and we're gonna talk a little more about what's happening here, because I have to start fighting for the middle of the island again. I can't accept this. It's just not my nature to accept racism. It's not my nature to accept that only white neighborhoods on the South Shore get to have plenty of life, while more diverse communities get to be treated like ghost towns and wastelands and completely forgotten, even by the media. All right, let's not forget about the shooting that happened not that far away on Jericho Turnpike, about 1.5 miles southeast of here. All right, but it got completely ignored. Yet News 12 covered something that happened in Laurel because it's a white area. I mean, it's unbelievable. I don't know. The past 4 years of Donald Trump has done tremendous damage to this country, and it's going to take a very long time to fix. That's for sure. But again, you can go to the South Shore and, sure, everything seems so peachy keen and nearly perfect, but something's missing. That it just feels like a fake little bubble, their own little artificial world that they created for their own kind, and yet it doesn't feel real, and you don't really see any diversity. It's all the same kind of people. It's like, and not the kind of, look, I got nothing against these people personally. I mean, to say that I do, I don't. All right, but they don't make me feel welcome. All right, I'll put it that way. They're very cliquey, and again, when you're in more diverse areas, and especially when it comes to looking for somebody, all right, I'll put it that way, I find I can relate better to other cultures than the people on the South Shore. All right, particularly when it comes to girls. All right, so those who know me know the kind of girls I like, and you're not going to find those kind of girls on the South Shore. You're going to find them in the middle of the island and on the North Shore and in New York City. You're not going to find them on the South Shore. So that's going to be it for this video, but we're going to make another video talking about, there's another plane, but we're going to make another video talking about where I'll have a voiceover and we'll take a look at the map. Now we got to talk about why the middle of the island is important and why we cannot stand for it to be treated like this and to be just deserted. There's no reason for this at all. It's absolutely ridiculous. So that's going to be it for this video. Thank you for watching. Signing off from the relative ghost town here of, I guess this is N.New. Hyde Park. I think those people are smoking marijuana. I can smell it. Well, I want to thank you for watching and take care.